Chris has really helped us and so many other companies like ours really just inspire our clients and beyond just the numbers in terms of like, and we're going to get into this, but like what is possible. And I'm going to start right off with a quick story, Chris, that we had a client in a couple weeks ago. They had this land in Florida, never thought they'd be able to do anything with it. And their dream was to build down there. And they said, oh, it's going to affect our financial plan. Well, it's like, well, would you want to know if maybe it didn't affect your financial plan? So we ran this full analysis. Our team went to work and we built a plan that basically showed them that it is possible. Now, you might have to sell one of your 2 homes when you're 88 years old, but you're 65, you can enjoy that for the next 20, 30 years, if not the rest of your life. And let's say at 78 to 88, you have to sell. Well, you get that enjoyment out of it. And as soon as you sell, the expenses go down and you have a windfall of money. So it changes your entire situation again. So that's just kind of a tip of the iceberg. But we want to make sure folks listening realize there's so much more to financial planning than just the X's and O's and numbers. Yeah, for sure. And one of the things I would say to those listening, so a bit of my background is I was a financial advisor 9 years ago and helped grow a firm, and we had a lot of success. And that inspired me to say, well, maybe instead of being an advisor, I want to go teach other advisors and firms how to achieve the kind of success that we had. So for the last 9 years, I've worked with hundreds and hundreds, maybe into the thousands now, of advisors and wealth management firms. And I'll just tell you, as someone who's not in the industry, so I don't have any bias in this, if you're looking for an advisor, I would actually encourage you to have the, your list of requirements, right, of what you want from that advisor, that wealth management firm. But I would actually have the portfolio aspect of it and the financial planning way lower on the priority than you might think. It still should be one of the considerations. But to me, if I'm choosing an advisor, knowing what I know now, one of the first questions that I want answered is, how are you going to help me achieve things that I don't even know are possible? How are you going to help me see a bigger vision for me and my family than I can see on my own? How are you going to help me beyond the money? How are you going to help me beyond the investments? How are you going to help me beyond the assets? Because look, let's face it, the reality is today with technology, most advisors are pretty dang good at the investments, the risk, the portfolio. You'd almost have to try really hard to mess that up. I'm not saying people don't, but yeah, that's kind of an equal playing ground. So it's don't base all the value in that. That should actually be a given. You shouldn't be choosing, in my opinion, someone based on that. That should just be the barrier to entry. Exactly. It's beyond that. And I love that what you stand for at SHP, and I've had an opportunity obviously to work with you and your team. And it's been a huge honor because that's what my experience of SHP is, that you're not just about the financial plan and the investments. One of the things that we came up with together is what SHP is known for is helping people spend more time living and dreaming than wondering and worrying in retirement. And I think that's so critical because I don't think most of us think about what's possible. We think about what's probable. Right. And so, okay, what's probable? Well, what's probable is building our dream home in Florida on this land might affect our retirement. So we probably shouldn't do it. That's what's probable. And then they get around someone like you who's really a leader. And it's well, no, let's look at what could actually be possible.